Hey guys, this is Jen from ScanNCut Canvas and Scal Help on Facebook. Alright, I'm getting into the videos that I accidentally erased half of them. This one is going to be foiling. And I'm in ScanNCut a lot right now creating the file. Well, I know I don't want this regular font. So I'm going to come over. Oops, hang on. I got this new camera thingy. It's kind of cool, but it takes a little getting used to. Hopefully you can see this. It's not really the file creation that we're working on anyhow, but coming over to my favorites. Waiting for that to load. Sometimes it takes a little while. Hey! And we'll come, let's see, let's do this. Okay, that looks pretty. So I'm going to bring you into here. For all of those of you that have been to class, you know I'm going to come over here and adjust my leading. Okay, I like how that looks, but I need to bring this one up a little bit. Okay, I want my after a little closer. So I still have to come up here and ungroup this, because I have to go after this separately. So now I'm going to come up and raise this a little bit more. There, that looks better. Can't leave it like this because my H is sticking up out of the top. So I'm going to group this. I'm going to bring this down. And I'm just going to leave it set right here. Okay. I want this kind of big. Alright, I'm not actually truthfully going to put this on a card. Okay. But we just want to do some foiling. So let's see how this works out. I need to save this to my stick. Actually, I'm going to grab a cord because that's easier for me. Okay, so let's come up here to File. Export. This is going to bring up my folder structure. Okay. Let me lift this bad boy up here. Hopefully it stays and doesn't come falling down onto my head. Okay. Let's click this and wait for it to respond. Alright, my USB drive F. That is my cord to my ScanNCut 2. So I'm going to come down here and I need to change this to FCM and name it. Oh, for Pete's sake. You don't need to scan that. It's a cord in a machine. Happily ever after. And click OK. There we go. So this is now over onto my machine, and because I use the cord, it will sit there until I turn the machine off. If I want to save this file permanently, I can save it in the machine. Okay. Alright guys, so let's come down here. And oh god, take a look at my gigantic mess, huh? Yeah, so oh look, what's that? What is that? See, it ain't so. Look at all that foil. Okay, so here is all the different kinds of foils that I have. This is that deco foil stuff. Okay, so we're going to try some of this. And also I'm going to be using this pen, the Quickie glue pen. Oh my god, focus, focus, focus. The Quickie glue pen. Okay, I do have a Tombow pen floating around here somewhere. It may be packed to go out to the little house. For all of you that know the story about that, okay? So we're going to try this. Alright. I also do have some of the deco art. Hang on, let me reach up and across here. I do have some of the deco art glue pens and the actual glue. Okay. These work extremely well, especially right here if you want a big wide, excuse me, a big wide design. And this too. Okay, yeah, you can actually see the foils there. So I'm going to try to create something with this because I do like the wider look. This, sometimes people have a hard time getting this to stay fresh while they're trying to get this to stick. So we will see how this goes. And I personally, you know me, I like to destroy and recreate the things that Brother gives us. And it's not trying to be smart or fancy. It's just I like to be able to use, you know, what we have. So if we have this, okay? What can we use it with? Alright, so let's get going. Okay, so I'm gonna take my universal pen holder. Maybe it would help if I focus this for you guys, huh? There we go. I'm going to take this little doohickey and I'm going to wrap masking tape around it because we all know it's not quite thick enough to go in there. Oh. I would say something's wrong with my masking tape. Oops. Okay, so about there. And you all know, when those of you that have been to classes, I put mine on kind of weird. I want it kind of wrinkled up like this. Okay, because that way it normally takes less. Okay, see, it's bigger and bulky now, and I'm actually gonna rub it like this. That'll help turn it into a better circle. Okay. So now when I put it in here, yeah, it'll be there, more snug fit. So let's put it down there. Alright. I'll put that cap back on it for now. Now I'm going to turn it and tighten it. So you all know you have to lift. So I am lifting and turning to tighten. This is terrible for those of you that have arthritis. But this is the only way we have to do it, okay? So there's my UPH with the gel, or no, I'm sorry, not gel pen, the glue pen inside. So I'm going to take one of my zigged mats, and I'm just going to put white, probably white or cream colored card on it, okay? Actually, I'm going to resize this and put this on an envelope. So when we get to the machine, we'll change the size. So I'll make sure it's on here straight. Oh, that's nice. The envelope's folded crooked. That's what happens when you don't make your own envelopes. Okay, so I grabbed this one on the fly. So we'll put the foil on this envelope. Alright, let's head to the machine. Okay, so here we are at the machine. Let me try to focus this way. Okay. I have the file pulled up here. Now, when I was in Scal, I did not set this as a draw file, okay? So when I come over here and I click draw, it disappears, right? So, oh crap, I gotta go back and make the file. No. I purposefully used, I'm gonna bring you in here, this universal pen holder. Does not have the back. Remember I said on the group this morning that I was going to check to see if the altered back made a difference now, and look what happens. Okay, so I'm going to come in here, I'm going to hit cut. Start, attach appropriate holder, okay, start, and it works, but I need to resize this before I go getting all kinds of crazy. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. I need to group all of this. So I'm going to hit the group button. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to shrink this down. I need to go get my little pokey tool or positioning tool. So I've got a 4x6, you might as well say. Yeah, that looks good enough for me because I'm not actually using this. 1 and 1 and 1, 2. Let's move it over just a smidge more. Let's put it right about there. We got 1, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. Okay. 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 Cut. Start. Okay. Start. And now it is going to draw for us, which is what it's doing right now, and you can't see it. Oh, there we go. If this thing would stay put. It likes to bounce. So we'll see if this will work for me. Oh yes, it's staying nice and pretty blue. trip over all my dogs and cat. It should be bone dry by the time I get back to the table. Alright. So as you see, it's not having a problem drawing even though we hit cut. So we'll wait to get back to the table. Okay, so here's our little creation. And this was with my draw speed. Well, because I didn't use draw, it's actually my cut speed. So I cranked my cut speed up to a 5, and I had my cut pressure down to a -8, and that helps to decrease the amount of pressure on the tip, okay? So now I need to let this dry before I go slapping any foil on it. Because when it's wet, believe it or not, the foil doesn't truly like to stick to this, okay? At least this little pen right here, okay, just does not want to work until it's dry, because then that makes it nice and tacky. So we'll come back when she's dry. Okay, so it has dried. And I normally take my thumb and I just go over this. You can actually see the writing appear in it. Okay, so there we go. Not too crazy about that, okay, but that is foiling with deco foil and this little pen right here, okay, the Quickie glue pen. Alright, and I just get most of my stuff on Amazon, as you guys know. Alright, if you have any questions, you can find me over at ScanNCut, Canvas, and Scout Help on Facebook. Thanks guys, have a great day.